Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Daily Fix. I am your usual host, Advocate Tulo Hoyani. The journey for justice for Senzo Meyiwa continues. This morning, I would like to share with you one or two things which have come up in the trial that is going on in the Pretoria High Court. The first one is this. There is one Thabang Makeleni. Thabang Makeleni is apparently deceased. And Thabang Makeleni is alleged to have made a statement identifying accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi, as one of the people who entered the house. This statement was sought from Thabang Makeleni because none of the people apparently in the house could identify the second suspect. Remember, there were 2 people who are supposed to have entered the house. So Thabang Makeleni has passed away, and may his soul rest in peace. Thabang Makeleni in that statement endeavors to try and identify the second accused, Bongani Ntanzi. How does he do this? He does this by saying Bongani Ntanzi, he saw these people, including Bongani Ntanzi, first at the filling station, and secondly outside Kelly Kumalo's house. One of the things he says he spotted about Bongani Ntanzi was that Bongani Ntanzi had dreadlocks. That is the first thing. The second thing is that he says Bongani Ntanzi had a gold tooth. Thirdly, he says Bongani Ntanzi was about 1.8 meters tall. Fourthly, he says Bongani Ntanzi was about 25 years old. Now, this evidence was then gathered by the police, and the police compiled an identikit. An identikit is just a police sketch. Once a crime has been committed, the police can approach possible witnesses who might have seen the people behind the crime, and then they draw up a sketch after that to try and get a description of the person involved in whatever crime is being investigated. So in this case, Bongani Ntanzi's identikit was then drawn up. But the curious thing is, here is a witness who has passed away. I'm not blaming Thabang, this witness for passing away. But I'm saying they are coming up with a witness who has passed away. And the dangerous thing about a statement made by somebody who has passed away is that you cannot cross-examine a piece of paper. You cannot cross-examine a statement. In other words, to establish the veracity or the truthfulness of whatever is contained in that statement is impossible because the man has passed away. I was shocked when the defense raised no objections to this because that evidence is quite prejudicial to Bongani Ntanzi. But they seemingly just accepted it, and it is part of the evidence. In spite of the fact that, they cannot cross-examine that piece of paper called a statement. Nobody is even sure whether this statement was actually taken from, the witness that is supposed to have been taken from. So there you have it. I'm worried about lawyers who just go along with the motions, just go through the motions without challenging such crucial things. But let us look at that so-called statement and say to ourselves, when Bongani Ntanzi was later on examined by a doctor, the doctor said Bongani Ntanzi never had a false tooth. So that falls away. The fact that Bongani could have been 1.8 meters tall, that is an average, height for most men. Most men are around 1.8 meters tall. Thirdly, that he was 25. Well, apparently Ntanzi could have been in and around that age at time. And a hoodie, a black hoodie, how many people wear black hoodies in South Africa? How many other men are 1.8 meters tall? And the curious thing is, This witness, how did he come so close that he could even spot that this man had a gold tooth? How far was he from these people such that he could even spot that Bongani Ntanzi had a gold tooth? Which evidence has been rejected by the doctor who examined Ntanzi and said Ntanzi never had a gold tooth. So these are some of the disturbing things in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. And I see the defense just go on and on and on with the trial as if nothing is happening. I am so worried by this. If you stand there and represent people and tell the court you are out to defend them, you better defend them. How else to defend them than to or the best way to defend them is to challenge whatever evidence comes up in court against them. Anyway, these are the twists and turns in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. The second thing that I would like to address this morning is the WhatsApp messages that Kelly Kumalo was sending out. This is before the death of Senzo Meyiwa. In some of those WhatsApp messages, it's reported to say, Senzo is so worried by this because he has never, been in the limelight like this. He has never been exposed to this kind of publicity and he cannot handle it and so on and so forth. Remember, this relationship, this extramarital relationship between Senzo and Kelly Kumalo was in the media spotlight. Everybody was talking about it. And Senzo's mother in particular was very angry about it. She did not like it at all. So, the WhatsApp messages, Senzo's mother is also reported to have, or Kelly Kumalo says in one of those WhatsApp messages that, and the old lady or Senzo's mother, is trying to get famous at her expense. She's making all this noise so that she can be famous. I don't know what fame that old lady would get out of that sort of thing. How would she get famous by complaining about her son's extramarital affair with Kelly? I don't know. But you can see that there was a lot of tension between the Meyiwas and this relationship. So it builds some kind of motive. It's going back to what I talked about when I talked about motive yesterday. I am very worried about this case. I'll be going to the Pretoria High Court this morning. I'll have a look at what is going on in there and probably talk to one or two of the defense lawyers and find out how things are just shaping. And if I'm able to talk with any one of them, I'll be able to give you some feedback about, the discussions that we are going to have with them. Anyway, having said that, I am again saying to you, I am very pleased, very, very pleased with the views that I'm seeing. I am also highly excited with the subscriptions that I'm seeing. Let us grow this initiative. I am not about to relent. I never take up a fight and just drop it. Come what may, I will pursue this. I'm aware that a lot of people are saying to me, but where will this take you? Where will this take you? I have no problem with where it will take me. What I'm in pursuit of here is the truth and justice. And I will pursue the truth and justice to the very end. Thank you very much for watching this video and have a nice day. Thank you very much.